Ever get frustrated with how long it takes for like medical breakthroughs to actually, make a difference?
Mm-hmm.
You hear about something amazing and then years go by.
Yeah, it can feel like forever.
Right. Like, where's my cure for the common cold already?
Exactly.
But today, we're digging into something that could actually speed things up.
Oh.
Yeah, we're talking AI and its potential to revolutionize drug trials. All from this press release. It's a little jargony at first glance.
I bet.
But trust me, there's some really cool stuff in here.
Well, I'm all ears. What companies are we talking about?
Okay, so the main players are Healwell AI and their subsidiary, Biopharma Services.
Those names don't ring a bell.
Yeah, they're not exactly household names yet, but they're doing some seriously impressive work. Biopharma alone has already run, get this, over 2,200 clinical trials.
Wow. That's a lot.
Right. And they've worked with some really big names in the pharmaceutical world. But here's the thing. They've mainly focused on the early stages of trials.
Early stages meaning?
So imagine a car company designing a brand new car.
Okay, I'm with you.
Before they let it loose on the streets, they're testing it in a controlled environment.
Yeah, like a test track or something.
Exactly. So Biopharma, they're experts at that initial testing phase, making sure a potential treatment is safe and shows some initial promise.
So they're like the proving ground for new drugs.
Precisely. But this press release, this is like they're saying, okay, this car's past the test track, time to take it out on the open road. They're announcing a major expansion into late-stage clinical trials.
Now that is interesting. How are they making that leap?
Well, they're doing it by teaming up with a company called Canadian Phase Onward, or CPO. And CPO, they're already specialists in late-stage trials. They know that world like the back of their hand.
So they're bringing in the big guns?
Exactly. But here's what makes it even more interesting. CPO is already part of Healwell's network.
So it's like they're bringing all the essential pieces together under one roof.
Yes. Instead of separate companies, each with their own specialty, it's more like they're building this like research highway.
I like that analogy. A research highway, streamlining everything from those early tests to getting treatments to the people who need them.
Exactly.
This could really shake things up.
Right. And it gets even better. There's another piece to this. They've also got this connection to Healwell's Polyclinic.
Polyclinic? What's that?
Okay. Picture this, a massive medical facility. It's like a one-stop shop with experts in every single field. And crucially, it has this incredibly diverse range of patients. That's the Polyclinic.
So wait, are you saying what I think you're saying? Access to a patient pool like that for clinical trials, that's like striking gold.
You got it.
It's huge. I mean, think about it, trying to find the right people for a clinical trial, especially for a rare disease. It can be incredibly tough and time-consuming.
Oh, for sure.
But with this Polyclinic network, it's like having this massive database of potential candidates, and they're all already plugged into this comprehensive healthcare system. It's a game changer.
Okay, so we've got this streamlined process, this network of patients ready to go, and then things get really interesting.
Even more so than a research superhighway.
Oh, yeah. This is where the press release throws in almost like a sci-fi twist. It mentions Healwell, like bringing their AI expertise to biopharma.
Okay.
And my brain immediately went to like, wait, are we talking robots in lab coats now?
Not quite robots, but it's definitely a glimpse into the future of research, and this is the part that I find most exciting.
Okay, I'm all ears.
So we're not talking about replacing scientists, with algorithms or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's more about giving those scientists a superpower.
A superpower. I like the sound of that. What kind of superpower are we talking about?
So let's say you're a researcher and you're trying to find the perfect candidate for a clinical trial, right? Maybe for a new Alzheimer's drug.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to go through thousands, maybe even millions of patient records.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fun.
Just looking for people who fit very specific criteria. AI can do that kind of data analysis, like way faster than a human could ever dream of.
Really?
And it's not just speed either. AI can actually uncover patterns and connections in data that humans might completely miss.
So it's almost like having like a tireless assistant working in the background, just crunching numbers and finding those diamonds in the rough.
Exactly. And think about what that means for the bigger picture.
Okay, what does it mean?
It's not just about saving time and money, although that's huge in itself. It's about potentially making breakthroughs that wouldn't have been possible otherwise.
So we're talking like faster trials,
Yeah.
quicker results,
Exactly.
and ultimately getting those treatments to the people who desperately need them much sooner.
Precisely. It's about using every tool we have at our disposal to fight disease, and this AI integration, it could be a game changer.
It's amazing to think about, isn't it? And it's
Yeah.
easy to get caught up in the technology and everything.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is about people. It's about improving lives and giving hope. And that's what I find so exciting about this.
I agree completely.
So to recap, we've got these potentially faster clinical trials. We've got this wider pool of patients thanks to that polyclinic. And then there's the whole AI boost from Healwell.
Yeah, it's like they're throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks.
And the exciting thing is, it seems like it's all sticking. But this press release, it doesn't stop there, does it? There's more.
Oh, there's always more. What else did they took in there?
Well, they mentioned expanding their focus to research on rare diseases.
Rare diseases, huh? Now that's interesting.
Right. And they specifically call out this collaboration between biopharma and CPO as just the first step.
Okay, so they're thinking big picture. They see this as a model for the future.
Exactly. And I don't know about you, but the possibilities, they kind of blow my mind a little. Just imagine the impact this could have on people with these conditions that have very few treatment options right now.
Oh, absolutely. We're talking about conditions where a diagnosis can feel like a dead end. The hope that this model offers, it's huge.
Right, like faster trials, access to this massive diverse patient base, and then you add AI into the mix, it's like suddenly the impossible seems within reach.
It really does. And if this model works for rare diseases, who's to say it can't be applied more broadly?
That's the question, isn't it? Is this the future of drug development as a whole? Faster, more efficient, more successful?
It's an exciting thought for sure.
It really is. And it just goes to show you never know where you're going to find these glimpses into the future. Sometimes it's hiding in plain sight in a press release about some companies you've never even heard of.
And that's why we dig into them. Well, I'd say we uncovered some pretty exciting stuff today.
Absolutely. So listeners, if you're as fascinated by this as we are, I definitely encourage you to check out Healwell and Biopharma. See what they do next. This could be the start of something truly revolutionary. Until next time, keep those minds curious, and we'll see you on our next Deep Dive.